The National Disaster Management Agency is responsible for the reduction of loss of life and property within the state of Grenada by ensuring that adequate preparedness, response, and mitigation measures are in place to deal with the impact of hazards. For the year 2021, NADMA Carriacou is making plans to facilitate the development of an emergency disaster response plan specifically geared at schools across the island. Community Program Officer for NADMA Carriacou, Bernice Date, said they will be working closely with principals of the schools to achieve their goals.
We are planning to do some new things coming for 2021, that of which includes the emergency plans for school. We think it's important that all schools should have an emergency plan and a plan to respond in the event of an emergency. So we would be working closely with the schools and principals of the schools to ensure that we create an emergency plans for each of the schools. It would not be done, everything would not be done for 2021, but it's a start for 2021 into 2020 to 2023 to ensure that all schools have an emergency safety plan that they can work with and they can practice from time to time to ensure that the plan is working and it is productive.
She said there are many steps to be taken before the plans can be implemented.
Okay, so before we do that, we have to do what is called a hazard analysis checklist, whereby we go into the school and see what areas or what hazards the school is affected by. For example, earthquake, we can look at flood, we can look at landslide, we can look at, when we have COVID, it's something new, so we may have to include that as part of the plan as it relates to response and recovery. And also other areas within the school compound that we find is feasible to put into that plan for the school in order for them to operate and to function.
Date said it is important that all levels of educational institutions on the island benefit from the initiative.
You have to include simulation exercise, so the principal or the head of the school, along with the students and the parents and the PTA members, would have an idea as to how the plan is operated. So hopefully we're looking at doing it from the preschool level into the secondary school level, but of course we have to do the analysis and the assessment and everything before that is done. So that's part of our plan this year for the department here in Carriacou.
Studies have shown that disaster management awareness among the student community can help build a better, stronger, and resilient nation.